Well, I want to talk a little bit about the elections because I just got my ballot to vote. What's on the California voter ballot per se? Or what's on the California voter ballot? All right. So if I sound really mechanical right now, I haven't been filming for my vlog series for quite a while. It does come back with a return envelope though, so... Dude, I think they thought I was Chinese, and I'm not even Chinese. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is how racist they are. Like, dude, I'm not Chinese. Like, what is this crap? This is, like, ridiculous. Like, why do you guys give me a Chinese... Like, I shit you not, they give me a Chinese ballot, and I'm like, yeah, I speak English correctly. Oh, you know what, you racist fuckers? I'm gonna vote Donald Trump for this. You're sending me a Chinese ballot. Like, this is ridiculous.
It's becoming impossible. But they use environmental in order to get people not to do anything.
There's like so much ballot stuff. Like, fuck, man. Like, what's the official ballot? It's pretty long, you know. They're being racist, dude. Are you serious? I don't even know Chinese. I sent them the election ballot, right? I asked them for an election ballot. They gave it to me all in fucking Chinese. Like, we fucking racist fuckers. I could have said I was Asian, but this is ridiculous. Fucking bullshit. What the fuck, man? What is that? Dude, well, even the instructions are in fucking Chinese, dude. Like, dude, Okay, is there like an English version now? Oh, dude. Well, they have an English one, I think. But please don't do that. Like, that scares the shit out of me. They're like, we think you're Chinese, so give you a Chinese ballot with no fucking English on it. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Who the hell are all these people? Damn, dude. Okay, so where's the main ballot for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? And then we got a choice between Adam B. Schiff and Stephen Garvey. Adam Schiff, full term, vote for one. Short term, unexpired term ending, Adam Schiff. And then there's Kamala Harris on the official ballot on the very back. So, provides permanent funding for medical health care services. Vote yes or no. So this is for State Measure 35. And I'm like, yes on Measure 35. I'm like, no, I don't want more crime enforcement. No. Vote no on Measure 36, you know. Food for the low lives, you know, fuck it. State Measure 33, yes. Initiate more rent control. Fuck landlords. Fuck the landlord. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to go through all these ballot measures. State Measure 32. Raises minimum wage for employers with 26 or more employees to $17 immediately. $18 on January 1st, 2025. I'm like, yes, on Measure 32. Like, try and pay more fair wages. State Measure 6. No. Oh my gosh, man, this is easy. So I'm fascinated by all these bond measures that I just got for the ballot. Nothing nefarious going on here, just reading about the various ballot measures that we got to look at. So we got to circle in Los Angeles Community College the district member of the Board of Trustee. Like, I don't even know who these people are. State Assembly, United States Representative, 37th District, United States Representative, Sydney, party preference, non-Sydney, Kamala Dove. Well, I'd like to vote on everything. It's like, you know, it's like, fuck you, police officers, you don't deserve your pensions, I'm gonna vote against you. I'm just kidding, it's a joke. Let's give those Measure FF people a yes, I guess. Judge of the Supreme Court, Renee Rose. Who the hell are you? God damn. Unified School District General Election Measure. It's like local public school safety and upgrades measure to update school facilities for 21st century student learning and career college preparedness. Improve school facilities for safety, earthquake, and disability access. Measures be adopted and authorized. $9 billion in bonds. So, yeah, let's help the schools out. Well, whatever. Yes, on Unified School District General Election Measure. What else do we get to vote on this election year? Is it Adam Schiff? Fuck it all. Okay, what is it? State Measure 3. Rent Control, Measure 33, yes. Measure 36. No on Measure 36. It was like, yes on Measure A. Dude, we need some help for the homeless. So homelessness services and, affordable housing ordinance. I think this is very good. So I'm obviously going to raise approximately $1 billion extra, I think it says, for women's and children's crisis shelter, Habitat for Humanity, LA Family Housing. So yeah, Measure A sounds good. So some funding for public schools, Measure 2 sounds good. I like yes on Measure 2. Legislative constitutional amendment amends. This is like same-sex marriage, I guess, so that sounds like a yes on Measure 3. Measure 4, authorize bonds for safe drinking water, wildfire prevention, and protecting communities and natural lands. Okay, So yes on Measure 4. So we also want to say yes on Measure 5, I guess. Local infrastructure and housing bonds for low and middle income Californians. So yes on Measure 5. Love that. Oh yeah. Measure LL. So yes on Measure LL. Sounds good to me. Public school safety and upgrades measures. Yes on Measure US. Unified School District Safety sounds good. For District Attorney, go with George Turner. Seems like a good public defender. So it might be a little more lenient for a judge just in case you all fuck up as criminals out there. So let's go for the nicer looking judge. Deputy District Attorney, Erica J. Wheely. Let's just go with Jay Wiley as well. Let's give some public defenders some chances here. And then we'll give Judge of the Superior Court Office number 97 to Lachey Henderson, another public defender. Judge of the Superior Court, Los Angeles County Government Structure, Ethics, and Accountability Charter Amendment. So for this ballot, this is supposed to slow down on lobbying and stuff like that. Well, personally, I'm against that because I want to be able to bribe politicians in the future. So we're just going to go on no on Measure G. May the lobbying continue. May you guys continue to get bought out by richer citizenry. Affordable services and affordable housing ordinance. Yes on Measure A. Authorizes bonds for public school and community college. Yes on Measure 2. I would say yes on Measure 3. Yes on Measure 4. And then yes on Measure 5. Yep, okay, that sounds good. What about this? It's like, to move current for the yes on Measure 6. And then yes on Measure 32. And then yes on Measure 33. Yes on Measure 34. Yes on Measure 35. Yes on Measure 36. No on Measure 36. Fuck incarcerating people. Okay. And then we get Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. And that's for the general election. And that's the end of the ballot. I don't think we have anything in our congressional districts for this election. So, am I wrong or am I right? It's like member of State Assembly, United States Representative, 37th District. Oh, we got Sydney Kamlager-Dove. Okay, Sydney Kamlager-Dove. Okay, so I got the voter ballot. I gotta make some voting decisions and then I gotta submit my vote. So, what the fuck does that even say? Bullshit. I don't even understand these. I feel like we sold out to China with that China ballot. But book an appointment on cleaneralliance.com. So if you're wondering, pretty much filling out my LA registration, voter, ballot, or whatever right now. So I figured I wanted to get a bit more of a productive day and get to vlogging and stuff like that. So let's just get the voting part taken care of. So she looks all right, you know. With the community college people, I think I'm just going to put in the people that are already in the same exact job position and stuff. I'm just trying to get my citizenship. You know, you have to be a good citizen in this country, so you have to sort of participate in democracy. You just can't sit back so passively and not do anything about it, you know? And so I'm here, you know, voting on the official ballot, and I'm just doing my civic duty as just another member of the community here in LA. You know, it doesn't take much, you know? You just have to. Okay, so we just got a couple more things, and then Kamlager, sure. I'm not even sure if the camera shows you exactly what I'm voting on or who I'm voting for. I don't think it does. I just want to show you guys that the beauty of being able to vote is not just, you know, you get to pick between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. You know, while that's important, it's the election measures, like in this case, we got Measure HH or Measure FF or Measure 2 or stuff like that, you know? Like just those types of things also kind of matter. So you get to vote on things in your community that impact it. So voting's not all about just the politicians. It's about the local ordinances and laws that you also get to vote on and budgetary things and stuff like that, you know? So in this case, they're like, they have a charter amendment. I like the charter amendment. That sounds good. Why not? Yeah, I think Measure 2 is fantastic. So I like that. That's good to hear. Yep, I like those measures. Those look good. So we got one page of the ballot thing kind of taken care of. I got a couple more to go through, but you know, it's just the nature of being able to choose. So apparently I've heard a lot of bad things about George Gascon. So I'm just going to vote for Nathan Hotchman instead. Like, why not? See you later, George. Maybe this vote matters or not. I don't know. We'll go for the Nathan. So we got the Measure LL again. Okay, so they want to raise another $9 million in education bonds. I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. Cool. I feel like the public defenders will go easier if they get appointed to the judgeship. So I think I'm gonna give it to the public defenders, I guess. See, this is the joy of voting, right? Because it's not just about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. You get to choose um, the judges. You get to vote on judges for different courts. So let's just do that. Give some public defenders a chance at a judgeship. Hopefully that leads to a little bit more leniency. I was thinking to myself, who's Georgia Herrera? Georgia, the Superior Court, and they're both deputy district attorney. They're from the DA office. I'm going to give Georgia a chance. Yeah, I'll give Georgia a chance. It's like, I personally don't really want to put prosecutors in a judge's position, but the only two options come from the DA office. I guess you have no choice to pick one or the other. Yeah, sure. This one's easy for me. I'm gonna go with Tracy Blount. Yeah, I like the idea of more financial auditing and accountability. Democrats don't care about this, but oh well. It's like universal opposal, but I think Measure G makes sense, It was like to acquire. Yeah, I like Measure A. We want to raise approximately $1 billion annually for homelessness and mental health and rental assistance. So I support Measure A. And then I also like Measure 2. Investing into our schools and our education system. Like, yeah, we should definitely do more of that type of stuff, for sure. The constitutional right to marry regardless of sex or race. Yeah, definitely. Yes on Measure 3, of course. It's like, we should definitely have bonds and general obligations for wildfire prevention. Yeah, and protection of community requires annual audits, fiscal impact of about 140 years to repay the bond. Yeah, but water and wildfire prevention is very important. It's like one of the key areas of funding that needs to be available. So we want to protect our communities. Allows approval for local infrastructure and housing bonds for low and middle income Californians with 55% of vote. Accountability requirement with the fiscal impact. Borrowers would be repaid with higher property taxes. Yes, on Measure 5. Yeah, I like Measure 5. That thing looks really good. You got to provide more funding and infrastructure for affordable housing. It's a good thing that's also on the ballot. So, yeah. Got through 2 of the pages. Yeah, I like Measure 6. I was like, we don't have to be that mean to the prison population. So this one's controversial. It's called State Measure 32. And with State Measure 32, basically, it gets to determine whether or not you raise the minimum wage. There's a lot of people that don't want people to get higher wages. There's a lot of political opponents, but I think people should deserve higher minimum wage. Like, even my contractors, I pay them like 25, 30, 35, even in some cases $40 an hour. So, if I have to pay higher wages than minimum wage to be competitive, in my mind, I don't care. Like, I already pay a higher wage than the proposed minimum. So I'm just like, yeah, go ahead, raise the minimum wage. So this one's interesting. It spans local government authority to enact rent control on residential properties. So it repeals Costa-Hawkins Rental Housing Act of 1995, likely expansion of rent control in some communities. This is kind of turning into more of like a New York, right? Like, rent control is a thing. So in some cases, the rents spiral so much that it becomes unaffordable. And And there's really nothing that makes me want to do anything that helps landlords right now. So I'm just like, if rent control limits the the upside for some properties as far as being able to increase rents on tenants, I mean, but LA is getting more expensive, so maybe rent control does matter. So I think I'm going to vote in support of rent control as well. Yeah, Measure 34 also sounds pretty good. It just means that, care providers have to, spend more of their revenue on, yes, on Measure 34. I like it. I'm also going to support Measure 35 to provide permanent funding for Medi-Cal healthcare services initiatives. That seems pretty important for people on Medi-Cal. And then this one's interesting. Measure 36 makes me kind of chuckle a little bit because I'm like, dude, I don't really want to increase sentences for drug and theft crimes. Even though some people are like hawks and stuff like that, I'm a bit more liberal about that. I think that we should give a path for those who are incarcerated to rehabilitate and come back into normal society. So for me, I've always been kind of like, I don't really believe in excessive punitive punishment per se, or adding punitive measures. So I'm just kind of like, I'm like against Measure 36. I honestly just really just don't think that this is going to help the situation. If anything, it's just going to overcrowd the prison system over misdemeanor theft and drug-related misdemeanors, really. I know some people would say like hardcore drug use is like a felony, but, it's self-inflicted harm. And, in most cases, people who drug overdose, of their, and cause problems, a lot of that stuff turns into misdemeanors. So I just kind of don't really care too much for the idea of increasing felony charges or allowing felony charges for what seem like, misdemeanor related crimes. So, that's why I'm like, no on Measure 36. That makes no sense. I don't like that. Okay, and so for the final ballot, oh boy, I had to look at Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, and then Steve Garvey and Adam Schiff. And honestly, during the primaries, I honestly supported Barbara. So I donated money to Barbara, and Barbara didn't secure the nomination for Senate. So I don't even want to support Adam that much. And then in the case of Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, even if I vote for Donald Trump, California is going to vote Kamala. And then at the same time, I'm pretty Democratic, right? But I was way higher on Joe Biden than Kamala Harris. So hearing that Joe Biden went down the way that he did, it's not exactly the candidate that secured nomination per se. But Donald Trump is also somebody I really don't like that much, because Donald is just so fucking off the cuff per se. So, it doesn't make a difference whether I vote Republican or not. I'm just looking at the two options and I'm just like, I don't really live in a swing state, right? And I'm Democratic. So even if I wanted to swing Republican and support Donald, or support a Republican in the Senate, and I'm kind of fed up with Democratic politics. I'm kind of fed up with the things that have happened lately to me in California. So I'm not, I'm not out supporting some of these Democratic candidates. I'm supporting some Democrats. Most of them are Democratic policies as well. I'm just like, when I look at these two options for the Democratic ticket, I'm just kind of like, I never supported Schiff, as a Democrat, I have to probably vote. And, as a Democrat, I'd probably vote the party line. But with some of the things that have gone on, like there's not a whole lot, where I'm like, oh, good job, Adam. Good job, Kamala. I'm not saying either of those things lately. Other than the fact that because I'm Democratic, I support them. But to be honest, I would be thrilled if Garvey was the senator and Donald Trump was the president. I don't care, to be honest. The reason why I vote on the California ballot is mainly because my vote matters when it comes to county measures and state measures and being able to choose, different members of the judges and the courts and the colleges and stuff like that. But that's why you vote here in California. But when it comes to this other stuff, like, that's the main reason why we all should be participating in this election. I'm like, no. I think the main reason why, if you're California, you want to participate in the election is so you can support some of the policies that help poor people. But when it comes down to the candidates, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Kamala Harris lost right now. And it's like I said, Adam may have won the Democratic nomination, but I didn't. His messaging doesn't really resonate with me when compared to Barbara Lee. So Barbara was the person that I wanted. So, it might just be a case where I don't vote for Adam Schiff, and then out of an obligation to Joe Biden, I might vote for Harris. I might not. I might just leave both of them blank as a Democrat. I don't want to support either of you. I don't want to support Adam, and I don't want to support Kamala. And I'm Democratic. I'm registered Democratic. I vote the Democratic line, and I don't think either of you deserve it right now. Sorry. You got to perform better than this leading up to the elections. So, ironically, I might just leave it blank. I don't want to support either of them that much. And I'm Democratic right now. And they could have done a better job, both of them, and they didn't. And so I don't support them. I don't have to. I don't have to vote for you just because you're Democratic. If you didn't earn it, you didn't earn it. That's why I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe just even leave it empty as a Californian. Fuck it. Because I wanted to vote for Joe Biden. I wanted to vote for Barbara Lee. To be honest, those were my candidates before the nomination. Then after the nomination, I'm left with two Democratic candidates that I don't like that much. And then there's still the Trump ticket right there. And Garvey's a professional Dodgers baseball player. I mean, I don't mean to be like this, but at least the Dodgers are entertaining. Like, well, what has Adam Schiff done for us lately? Like, at least Garvey, it's like, oh, look, he's a Dodgers baseball player. Like that's interesting. I don't really care for Republicans and their politics, but I don't really support either of the nominees. If it was Joe Biden, I would vote for him again. If Adam wasn't the nominee and it was Barbara Lee, I'd probably support him on the public ticket. They're both going to probably win. They might win. They might not win. I mean, maybe Kamala wins. I honestly just wanted to vote for Joe Biden pretty much again. I'll be real with you guys. So that's why I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I don't even vote for either of you, both these tickets. Because as a Democrat, I didn't get any of the candidates I wanted. And then the Republicans, they get their preferred Donald. And we don't get Joe Biden. And Barbara is not the senator. So, or the Senate candidate. So you guys get empty votes here probably. Or maybe I'll vote for you guys off camera. Or maybe I'll vote against Kamala. I don't know. Like, you come into a political cycle and you're like, man, honestly, I don't even think she's going to win. I don't even think she's going to win. And she's not even the person that I had selected during the nomination period. Neither of them are. Neither of them deserve the job, I think. I don't think they do as a Democrat. Not really. But that's just me, you know? So I didn't get my preferred candidates on the Democratic ticket. And then the Republicans, well, I don't really like Republican policies that much, but I wouldn't care if Donald beat Kamala. Because I don't care about Kamala. Like Kamala's not Joe Biden. Adam Schiff, like that guy's like he's wishy-washy. He doesn't seem like a senator that actually cares about Californians. He just seems like a career politician on his way to his next job promotion, you know? So I just don't care for either the Democratic candidates on the ballot right now. But I don't seem to want to support Donald and Vance. Like, those guys suck too. McGarvey's not bad. He's just a baseball player that wants to be a politician, you know? Yeah, I like the Dodgers. Hell, I like the Dodgers way more than I like Pencil Neck. Like, give me a break. I'm supposed to be a Democrat that likes everything Democratic. But then at the very end of it, on page 6, you're left with the two candidates that, you know, there's like a decent chunk of the California Democrat Party probably doesn't like Adam after what Adam did to win the nomination. And then after what happened with Kamala and Joe Biden just getting injured, like, you know, calling out sick, and there's Kamala for you. Like, come on, guys. If you thought this was going to work for your Democratic voters, I'm going to tell you on election day right now, it's not working. It's not working at all. It's not working out for us Democratic voters this year, particularly in California. Like, if you had to really think about it, you want to know the fucking truth. No, I'll support all the Democrats over there, but these two Democrats here are making me kind of like, I don't know. I don't know about Adam Schiff. I don't know about Kamala Harris. I don't think they're going to win, and I don't think I need to support them publicly. Like, you know, maybe, you know, Adam's probably going to win, sure, but just not my Democratic candidate. I don't know what to tell you. And Kamala, bait and switch from Biden to Kamala out of nowhere. I mean, like... Book an appointment on cleaneralliance.com. So yeah, I'm pretty much heading out to the post office. Get in my ballot, basically, taken care of. The irony is that they sent me a Chinese ballot, so I kind of struggled with figuring it out. But yeah, you know, politics is one thing, you know. Reality is different. All you guys have to do is kind of vote in what you believe in, you know. If you think otherwise, just vote the opposite. You don't have to do the same thing as me. But that's what I'm saying. Off my way to the post office. Oh, holy shit, what's that going on right there? But right outside my house and everything, huh? Anyways, that's really unfortunate as well. We gotta do more for our homeless people, dude. That's why I voted on those ballot measures that actually help the homeless population. Maybe it's the actual ballot measures and the things you vote on that matter, you know? In this particular case, I'm thinking like, yeah, that's horrible, you know, but what can I do? I'm on my way to the elections. I'm just, you know, off my way to like just send out some mail and stuff, you know? Put in my vote. Kind of doing my thing, you know? Represent, gotta be a citizen and all, you know? Gotta back your beliefs with actions, not talk about it. So that's what I'm doing, you know, just taking care of some errands. I think this vlog is interesting. You know, I obviously, you know, I'm not documenting everything that I did like I did before because that's kind of redundant. So what I've decided to do with my vlog is, you know, kind of isolate and focus on specific or like kind of like memorable moments we're talking about, you know, like today I voted and I voted. That's the key, guys, is that you don't have to have all the answers, and sometimes you just gotta participate, you know? You gotta believe to make it more those moves. And yeah, it's crazy right now. Thinking to myself, you know, Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. Just go out there and vote. I don't give a fuck what you think, actually, probably. It's not gonna change anything, and yet it does something. It shows you actually give a fuck. So, people just be talking like, hey, I like the way this fucking country is. I fucking don't like it. Vote! Fucking vote! Alright, so yeah, making my way to the post office so I can mail off my ballot. But it's not that hard, guys. You know, it's not that hard. You know, it takes some effort, but not too much effort. You know, you just vote. Whatever you don't like, vote in that direction or against it, right? Doesn't matter. So where are we at right now? Yeah, personally, I don't even think Harvey's that bad. You know? Alright, what if that Dodgers baseball player actually becomes a senator? Like, that's not a bad thing. You know? At least the Dodgers be delivering a World Series for us lately. You know? Alright, hey, what's up? The Dodgers. So you got Garvey, maybe. But I don't know. Garvey's kind of like, you know, it's up to you guys, right? And then we got Donald Trump, Kamala. You know? Yeah, I think I've already made up my mind, though. Fucking fed up. You know, some people get fucking fed up, right? So they're just like, but, you know, like, I'm not saying necessarily go out and vote. Go out and vote, you know? Fucking don't like Democrats, vote against them. You like Republicans, vote for them. You like Democrats, vote Democratic, you know? Just doesn't fucking matter. At the same time, it does matter, but you know what I'm saying, right? It kind of doesn't fucking matter at the same time, you know? Like, what you think is what you think. Nobody can actually take that shit away from you. You know what I'm saying? So what you think is what you think, but nobody can just take that shit away from you. It's up to you how you want to think, who you want to support, who you want to vote for or shit, you know? Doesn't even fucking matter. So, you know, I just try my best here to just represent, you know? This is like democracy. Everybody has a voice. They can choose whatever the fuck they want. It's the way it is. Now, if somebody tells you you can't vote for whoever you fucking want to, that person's a fucking tyrant. You shouldn't fucking listen to that fucking person. You don't give a fuck who they are. So, you know, or if people telling you to vote a certain way, you might vote a different way, but ultimately, just vote for whoever the fuck you want. You know? What's that fucking dude? Give a fuck what people think. Fuck them. They're not gonna fucking live my life for me. You fucking kidding me? Vote. Vote for whoever the fuck you want. It's a free country. You gonna let someone take that away from you? Don't take away your freedom to say whatever you want on the ballot? Fuck those people. They fucking suck. They're even worse than other people. Like, some people, they want you to vote a certain way. I'm talking about people that don't want you to vote at all. Those people fucking suck. Just busy, grinding, hustling, doing my thing. Hey, my man, could I borrow a hit? Would you be able to spare a hit?
Sorry, man. I don't know.
No worries. Okay. So, we're almost there to the post office and all. Just be like, fuck a bit of a walk. I always don't do this gimbal stuff while walking around and all. It's just kind of like my thing, you know? But, yep, we're here. Yeah, we're here. Finally made it. Okay. So I'll just ask the post office people real quick. Hey, when is it okay if I just do we just put the normal voter ballots in the normal mailbox? Is that okay? All right, thank you so much, man. So yeah, we're just dumping off the mail ballot, the box, right here. You know, stamped letters, blam or metered letters. Yo, wait, this is a metered letter, right? This ain't stamped. It's metered. Yeah. No, but I mean, like, I could just. Oh, you just leave it right here? Okay. Thank you so much, Bab. Alrighty. Appreciate you. So, yep. We just voted. Welcome to democracy in the United States. Now, you let other people tell you that you can't vote or you can't vote or they want to tell you what to do. Fuck those people. You fucking vote because, you know, you have freedom. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Don't fucking let people tell you otherwise. Hey, you can't vote. Fuck them. They're just afraid to tell, you know, to represent their belief systems and what they believe is all. That's all they're saying, and they don't want to vote. Don't let people tell you you can't vote. Fuck them. Do what you, like, you know, seriously. You know, you vote, you participate, be a citizen, you do your thing. That was like my quick vlog about me going about heading out, doing my voting thing today. I figured today would be a good day to be a citizen, do my thing, get it going, you know. Don't forget to cast your ballot and vote, guys. You know, don't forget. Believe what you want to believe. Don't let other people tell you what to fucking believe. You believe what the fuck you want. You vote the way you fucking want. We're a free fucking country. Don't let people censor you or tell you otherwise, or tell you you can't do what you want to fucking do. Fuck them. Fucking suck. Alright, guys. So I don't know what else to add to that. I'm probably gonna have to edit the hell out of this thing. Book an appointment on Cleaner Alliance.
Spiritual. Metaphysical.